One of the things that we're involved with is how to interact with customers in different ways. So what we call digital touch points, how they might appear in a retail environment or any environment where you want to engage with people. Part of the business that we have, what we call point of sale, or how brands might be affected in the retail environment, has changed amazingly, as you all know. And how to engage a customer through the cut through of all the forestry out there to get them to notice something is perhaps now a new challenge. So what we're going to see today are the different parts of how we see that happening in the world at the moment. Now that would be anything that's interactive or touch. As you know, there's a whole new platforms we're developing now all regarding touch as the new era. The digital display, so how that might be presented in those environments, and then bringing together that with Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, and software that basically will integrate all of those different parts of social media into the public arena. So we want to cover all of that. Kevin Andrewson is the founder of IFOD. You know everything about Kevin, but he has a global that would be the right word there, Kevin. One of the things you'll see Kevin had developed is what they call the holo-desk. Some of the top DJs in the world, you'll see that in use. Kevin's developed that technology, bringing that whole touch, interactive media, if you like, into that whole new world of music and how that integrates down now. So what we'll see also are all the other aspects of how to engage with the people. Kevin will go through that with you. And in summary, we will talk probably for 10-15 minutes on a subject, very open, just throw in the questions as you go, get the feel for it. There'll be some things that you might not have heard of. We have some customers in here before hadn't heard of some of this stuff that's coming. Sometimes the audience, probably everyone here probably wouldn't. But we bring it together and throw the ideas in. So I'll leave you with Kevin and we'll go from there.
Okay, well thanks Steve. Or a DJ person, I'm not a DJ, but I have to start to understand all of that market and follow the right people and know who the influencers are and all of that sort of thing. And so it's been interesting that, that we're in the B&Z centre here now, and it's interesting if we go back 10 years and think about banks. I go back 10 years because it's the easy way to demarcate what banks were like 10 years ago and today, and the fact that there's premises like this available and that the bank's wanting to engage with us. It's more than just about exchanging money, is it, or getting a mortgage. It's about relationships and trying to understand customers and clients. And I remember when I was popped into the bank in Albany, and I don't know if you do it here, but they had I think the first Tuesday of the month, they have a after 5, just inviting local businesses in to meet and network. And it's like just facilitating relationships. And certainly with social media and internet, that becomes so dynamic now. So from my business perspective, I have relationships all around the world that you can't see. They're almost like invisible, but they're very strategic relationships with some very clever people and very large companies that allows me to do what I need to be able to do. So then after we did that, we then moved the whole interactive market into the corporate museum reception, retail and so forth. So that's even a bigger market in terms of just DJs. And so we've got a range of technologies here now that enable you to do that in some quite magical ways, and a lot of times at a very low cost. One of the first things was, and it's quite strategic, if you went back 3 years ago, and what you see I'll do on this screen here, which you'll be able to get a reflect or a projection of on the larger screen, is you had to be a geek to do it. You had to know some coders, and it was all geeky technology, right? And it all worked very well and was pretty impressive. But it was difficult for the average company to be able to get involved in the interactive market, because You know, if you think of different projects that have happened out, you know, you set a budget, a goal, you get to the end of that and something's still not working properly. You know, you can probably think of a number of very large government projects that have had that sort of result, you know, and it's all custom for everybody. But with this software now, it's one of the first in the world that allows you to take any of the media that you have now, media being a website, a video, a graphic, a PDF, and make it and put it into a multi-touch environment. Now the reason is why you might ask, why would you want to use a multi-touch or interactive environment? Well, two things. Steve Jobs didn't work for my company, but he was a fantastic evangelist in terms of what he's now got. Probably half of you in the room. How many people have an iPhone or a smartphone type tablet or whatever? Right? So most of you have. So he's taught you unwittingly for my benefit, and that is you understand some gestures in terms of touching content. We're really just at the beginning revolution of that. You understand that if you go like that, what does it do? It typically makes something smaller. So that's become a sort of a standard gesture.